Hiya guys, how's it going? I'll keep it quite short and simple. Got a couple of hours, well, finish work with a couple of hours till dark, so I've probably got about an hour's worth of time fishing. Back down at the same spot that I ended the last video on, so I'm going to start here, have a wee cast, go further up, and on the way back down I'll probably hit this again just before dark. Again, it's going to be a quick session. I was dying to get out. I probably won't get another chance through the week this week with commitments with work and other stuff. So yeah, without further ado, let's crack on. I'm going to start off at the wee spot that I finished at last time. Now, the water is a lot lower than it was the last time as well. The water's slowly been disappearing out the system. It's still higher than the summer levels. It's still running clear, but yeah, we've dropped a good wee bit, which also means it's probably good conditions for me to cross over in my wellies. So I'm going to get a wee cast out in here, go further upstream, a bit more sort of rushy water, give that a wee try, and then on the way back down we'll give this another wee run through with the flying sea, just because last time it was pretty close to dark that I caught the fish. That could be a wee trigger time for them down here. So yeah, we'll get a few casts here, just see if there's anything about. I was going to just skip this completely, but I decided it would be a shame not to at least have a wee cast. What's happened here? I did on Saturday afternoon. I did take another wee trip further down for here. I tried to do a video, but it just wasn't the content I was looking for. I also came across somebody living in the woods, which is, I wouldn't say scary, but it's a bit unnerving when you're trying to do a video. I just came across a tent about a half an hour walk away from any sort of path or any sort of civilization. It kind of got my mind going a wee bit, so I just kind of left that area. And then I had plans later on, so I couldn't hang about too long. So yeah, I left. But I tell you what, you've got to be a hardy guy or a hardy woman if you're living wild in Scotland. There he is, the king of the hill. Don't know what they're doing. There's a couple of wee stumps all the way along here, and every wee stump there's a wee group of sheep with one standing at the top of it and the other ones around them looking like they're worshipping them. But yeah, they're going to probably scatter around when I start walking. I'm being stared down by a couple of sheep. Came down here, and as soon as I turned my back they started coming towards me. Yeah. It's alright, I told them who my dad is, that's why they're walking away. Don't want to know who my dad is. Next wee spot, just waiting on that plane going past at the top. So yeah, we've got this nice wee area in here. I've walked over the river and came up the corner a wee bit. So towards this back area, up here, nice wee deeper run, wee deeper channel. This bit in at my feet, it's pretty shallow. I've not got my glasses on, I can see right to the bottom all the way across. So yeah, we'll run the lure through the top area up here, and then we'll go around the corner, and hopefully by then you'll see me with a fish. But if not, then I'll see you at the next cast. Bits of water like this, they're maybe not as easy as the places I was fishing before. A couple of runs down there, the water's kind of, you can pretty much tell where it gets deep, you can tell where it's shallow, and it's pretty much a straight flat run. In bits like this, there's a lot more jaggy rocks sticking out, as you can see. Wee areas that you don't think are shallow, but they're actually just blanket weed on the bottom. So, especially in these light levels, it's not the easiest to see. So I'll have a few wee casts in here, and we'll see how we get on. But my main hope was for the area just round the corner. We'll see, we'll run it through. And then if nothing round the corner, then we'll start working back the way. We'll go back to the glory hole. No, not the glory hole. The wee honey hole. That's it. Jeez, oh, the glory hole. Yeah, better not be saying that too often. Try and get up at these big rocks at the back. Ugh, poor cast, poor cast. It's a bit better. Oh, I've got a big tangle in my braid. Jeezy peeps, man. I just sorted this the last time as well. Oh, come on. So this is my dilemma. Look at this. I have absolutely no clue how the line's managed to loop itself around here like that. Try to work it out so I can get it off. I've turned the camera on to stop me going absolutely ballistic, because I'm not going to get much fishing done at all now, thanks to a bird's nest in the reel. Yeehaw. Okay guys, we're back in the game. I managed to get it. But now, no doubt, my bloody lure's going to be stuck. Come on. Come on. There we go, and we've got it back. Cool. Well, crisis diverted. Okay, so on that note, yeah, I'm going to move up. Well, okay guys, thanks to that big bird's nest, we've really not got a lot of time left. Next wee spot up here, got a fast run coming up further down there. Give it a wee run through and we'll see how we get on. Like I say, once I fish this stretch, I'll probably head back down so I can get a wee bit of light left and hopefully try and get another fish from the same spot that we did last time. But yeah, I'll stop talking too much. I'll see you on the water. So, came up a wee bit. I've lost a lot of time with that bird's nest. Time's running out, so I'll quickly run through this swim. Pop my head round the corner. I can't actually remember how the swims are round the corner, especially I've not seen it in about a year, 2 years or something like that, so it might have changed a wee bit, but if it looks good and we've still got a wee bit of light, I might get a wee cast in there. Oh, there's a hit or something like that there. This is a deep pool, this as well. The two fish that I've caught so far have been on a cross stream retrieve, so I might need to reposition myself if I feel like there is a few fish in here. But yeah, the way it's going tonight. Oh, there's a fish. Is that just a wee brownie? I think that's just a wee brownie. It is. Get away from that rock. Okay, let's grab it without him going mental. Right, wee man, stay still and I'll sort you out. Okay, so the only annoying thing about the flying C's with brownies is they can be a bit problematic if they're hooked with all 3 points, which this one is. As you can see, just need to try and get a hold of the hook. And get 1 point out at a time. There we go, 1, 2, 3, oh, and he's away. That's a glorious release, that. Yeah. Somebody's told him he's not in season. Maybe that was what I was getting a wee nudge on, but hey ho. Still there, they're still about. This always has been a good bit for trout. Further down where it's smooth rock, not so much, but when you come up to bits like this, then yeah, there's usually a lot of trout kicking about. It's a lot more untouched water as well. It's still classed as the country park, but it's not really the country park. You tend to find places that are further away from convenience tend to be see a lot less fishing pressure, and it can work in your favour sometimes, but I feel like sometimes it can also work against you. Certain areas on the river, they're used to people walking past, dogs walking, people cycling. They become a bit accustomed to sort of general noise, whereas if you're down here and they're not accustomed to it, any little thing could spook them and scare them a mile away. We'll get a couple more casts up into the sort of white water, and then we'll move up, pop my head round the corner, see what's there. Oh, I'm sliding everywhere. Jesus. Again, I don't think this is very deep. Just fast moving water. The fish might like sitting in it. Maybe. Hopefully. Need to keep the retrieve up quite fast, because of the shallowness, the depth, and the pace of the water coming at me. We can do better than that. Oh. Strange, it's not retrieving properly that time. Right, one more cast and then we'll start heading back down before we lose too much light. Yeah. We'll head back down the way. Okay, so back at the honey hole. Maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes, 15 minutes left to light to get a wee cast. Try a few casts here, then I'll jump down that way, a couple of wee spots, a couple of the deeper bits. But yeah, it's been a quick one tonight, thanks to bird's nest in the reel. But yeah, wouldn't change that reel for anything, absolutely love it. 10, battle 3, perfect reel. And yeah, without further ado, let's get our lure in the water and let's get a salmon. Oh, just had my first cast, forgot to turn the GoPro on. Turned to press it on, thought I was snagged, and I'm into a wee brownie. Again, out of season, so I'll deal with it quite quickly, and then we can crack on and hopefully get the tourist that we're after. Come here, come here. Get the forceps out. Another wee brownie. Really nice condition, even though it's out of season. It's not that long out of season. They're just awkward to deal with, especially when they get all 3 points of a treble hook in their mouth. There we go. Oh, and he's away. Sorry, the wee ones are a bit wriggly. I will show off some of the bigger ones that I catch, but they ones, they can just get chucked back straight away, out of season, let them crack on with their day, with their night. Yeah, just shows you though. I had my lure going through there earlier when I had a first cast. Nothing happens. First cast in here when I come back, when it's a wee bit darker. Straight away get a wee brownie. It's definitely the spot for them. Got all the characteristics of a good salmon sort of run. A few steps down, get a different angle on the cast. So you can get another sea trout for the same stretch. Although what I would say is, apart from the other day when I had a wee salmon smolt or a wee salmon par, or a trout smolt, whatever it was, apart from that, I've never really went out and caught brown trout in the same sort of stretch as salmon, or even seen them. Whenever I've been out salmon fishing, the areas that I've had salmon or had a follow or a hit off the salmon, there's generally been no brownies caught. I don't know if that's a sign, I don't know if they do cone habit. But yeah, all we can do is try. The fact I've caught that brownie there makes me think that maybe I won't be getting a salmon up here. I think they'll still be in the same stretch, maybe just not right next to each other. I don't know. I do know that salmon are big eagle fish. I've been wading across a river and literally just about stepped on one and it's just sauntered away, not a care in the world. It's not like it was spooked or anything like that, it just kind of moved out the way. And that's actually the moment that made me start bringing a salmon rod down this river. As soon as I seen that, it took me a good 5 weeks to actually get my first hit or see my first fish. Plains again. So I don't know if you guys know, I'm assuming a lot of you will know, this is kind of my trout fishing days. When you get areas like this on a water, you can kind of classify it. So at the top end here, where the water's rushing in fast and it's over rocks, that's the riffle area. Then you come down a wee bit to this sort of area here where the water's still pushing through. It's a wee bit deeper, but there is still a significant current on it. You'd call that area the run. And then once you get down to this bit here where the current kind of dissipates and there's not a lot of flow, this would be what you would call the pool. And always a good way to fish these areas is you start for the riffle, work your way to the run, then work your way to the pool. Vice versa. I wouldn't jump right in at the middle. I would start one end and work your way up. Okay, so next wee bit. Yeah, my leader's too long. I keep pulling the swivel into the eyes. Right, so this bit's definitely a good bit deeper. We're probably on the end of the run. We're probably still sort of run pool end. So I'll maybe spend a wee bit more time in these sort of areas before I head back to the car. I just absolutely love the randomness of lure fishing. You can cast, I've said it before, you can cast 100 times in the same place and get nothing, then randomly, boom. It's very similar to my sort of night fishing, my overnight fishing. I love the randomness of any moment your alarms can go off I don't know, there's something a bit magical about that for me anyway. Oh, and another plane. Shock horror. Yeah, I'm looking at the GoPro now, the light's definitely leaving us. I'm not sure how much you're going to be able to see. You can see now the lack of leaves and stuff in at the side. It's a lot more clearer, it's a lot easier to fish. But sometimes easier to fish doesn't necessarily mean easier to catch fish. Again, I feel like the harder fishing conditions or the harder sort of fishing environments, it's probably easier to catch fish, but harder to physically fish efficiently. But yeah, we all love a challenge. We all love a challenge. Last cast here. Almost done it again. Had my cast there and I forgot to turn the camera on. Yeah, last wee spot this is going to be. This time of the year, once you start losing light, it disappears pretty fast. At least it's not raining this time though. I do feel like sometimes the sort of slight moisture in the air, the poor conditions for us, does work in favour of the fish. It's been very cloudy all day though. Very moist is how I would classify it. I've got another few spots that I want to try and take the GoPro, but there's a couple of spots that I want to go with somebody else. Some of the wading's a bit dodgy. The water's really fast as well. You're kind of in the wilderness, you're in the middle of nowhere. And I also feel like it's just a lot more fun when you go fishing with somebody else. I do like it myself, it gives me a mental reset. Even before I started filming this, I used to stick my AirPods in, or my earbuds, stick a radio or the podcast on and literally just go for a walk up the canal, down the river, pretty much doing this, what I'm doing just now. And I love it. I love it. Well, last cast. Last cast. In fact, no, not the last cast. I just seen a wee rise down there. Well, it wasn't really a rise, it was more a disturbance on the top of the water. Oh, close, could have lost that there. Oh, another plane. Well guys, nothing happening today. That's how it goes sometimes, we can't catch every time. Again, conditions are not ideal, especially for salmon, but I thought I would give it a bash. Wee bit an earlier finish with work, came down, done some action fishing, 5, 6 fan casts in each area, move on, move on, move on. Just try to suss it out, see if I can find some more spots, some wee holding spots, some wee lies. We ended up with 2 wee out of season brown trout. Not ideal for the time of the season, but at the same time, I doubt the trout are sitting down there in the water with a wee calendar going, oh no, I can't eat that. But yeah, it's one of them. It keeps us coming back. I'll see you at the next cast. Okay guys, so we're going to have to navigate some sheep here. That's alright. No one messes with the big man. Here I come, sheep. Give me a path. There's the gate. Aye. Oh, do you ken who my dad is? Aye, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Aye, you's run away. You've got nothing on me, man. Aye, you. Aye. They know who the dad is. You didn't mess with the big man. Meh. Oh. Better watch and no film that. You'll need a credit check and proof of ID to watch this video. Meh.